Oh, I did forget something. I forgot to force win the Bucks. That was my nutsack on the table. What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're doing yet another rebuild. Well, I say yet another rebuild, but this could be the first of the day. Well, spoiler alert, there's 2 rebuilds for today. We're actually streaming this one live on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Of course, maybe follow there for the future. Obviously, we're not going to be streaming this exact rebuild at the time you're watching this. That's physically impossible. But we're going to be into this with Carson Wentz as an Indianapolis Colts. Where the hell is he, though? Excuse me? Like, the whole point of him was being... Is he on the Eagles? Oh, what the hell is this? We'll get to it anyways. It doesn't matter. We're going to make him a 77 overall, I believe. And I think for at least the first season with Carson Wentz on the roster, we are going to put the injuries on because obviously there's a trade clause based on his completion percentage. Is it his completion percentage or is it snaps? I think, no, it's his snaps. I don't know why I would have thought it would have been up to 70-75% completion percentage. That is absolutely nutcase. But his snaps and /or playoff appearance, because obviously there's like 2 different ways for the Eagles to get a first-round pick. Hopefully neither of those happen, but let's be honest, it's probably going to happen, which I suppose isn't the worst thing in the world. So injuries will be on. Phillip Rivers did announce his retirement, so we'll have to get rid of him at some point here. Jonathan Taylor is a superstar development trait player. That is obviously a win and a half. Pittman will be moved to, I think we're going to put him at number 17, because a guy like Wentz, he's pretty high profile still. They traded a decent bit to get him. He's going to get his number. As far as defensively, Leonard, he's always neglected, so I feel like he wouldn't have. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't feel like he would have started at superstar, but I'll take it. Buckner may also be another guy that just devved up. He didn't. Actually, I can't tell if he did or not. Corners, always a thought. Safeties. Do you re-sign Malik Hooker, a guy that's been injured a lot for the Colts? I like the potential, but I guess you start Hooker and start Julian. I suppose that doesn't hurt you. Yeah, I think we'll re-sign him. Of course, I got to do a double check because I restarted this thing like 3 times because I forgot to give the proper teams the force wins and basically nutsack. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. As far as that goes, though, the Buccaneers obviously win. A lot closer for the Chiefs this time. Marlon Mack, I think, is a guy you just let go. I think in the past we've tagged him and traded him, which is not a bad idea, especially for a team that's going to be losing a little bit of their draft picks coming up here. Let's re-sign Hooker. Let's do that. Please re-sign. That's a bit of a yikes. 11.9 for a 1-year deal. I'll be honest, that was a bit of a loss. Marlon Mack, like I said, we're going to let him go. I was going to tag him, but I just can't be bothered. T.Y. Hilton. Like, T.Y. Hilton's okay in real life, but this is such a low overall. I'm going to let him go. Justin Houston. I'm trying to think. The Colts do need pass rushers. Justin Houston. I'll give him a 1 year if he wants. Okay, see you later. So, basically, long story short, we're about to lose everybody. Sweet. Is there anyone that's willing to re-sign, or anyone we should re-sign? I don't think so. I think we're going to have half of our roster missing here. A lot of money. The question that remains, though, is will we have a use for that money? As right now, we have a lot of openings on this team. Really not looking great here. Left tackle is Costanzo retired, so we have to get rid of him as well. Well, oh no, he retired. We save 16 mil. Darn. So we need 1 linebacker, so I'm not super mad that we got rid of Anthony because we probably could get him back or someone better. This team's not in a bad spot. It's not in a bad spot. Rock Ya-Sin we've rocked with before, but 25 years old in Madden is basically a death sentence if you're not in your 80s. Odell, I feel like the Colts... Like, is the Colts cap situation really good? I thought it was going to be bad as hell, but apparently not. Let's be honest, if you're not going to give him the 100 on the nose, you're kind of a scumbag, right? If you're going to give him 99.9, you're an actual joke. Let's just jerk Josh Rosen around. We're going to lowball him, though. I don't want to pay him a lot of money. Of course, after the first week, we get Justin Houston back. We get Marcus Williams, so a less injury-prone, better version of Hooker. Did cost us a little bit more, but not much more, like 3 mil per year on average more, I believe. Geis as a backup, give him another chance in the league. And then the biggest ticket name, Chris Godwin. We got a really good set of free agents there, obviously. Let's start the draft, I suppose. So we have Pick 21 in this. We are likely to be without a first or a second. I mean, it's obviously one or the other, but likely to be without that first round next year, as I expect a playoff berth. Parsons number 4 to the Falcons. Doesn't absolutely surprise me. Devontae Smith to the Bengals. Waddle to the Eagles. That would be a loss. I don't think there's a chance in hell the Eagles take Waddle over Pitts. Just going to be honest. Win for the Lions. Slater win there as well. Wilson to the Broncos. That's unlikely. Rousseau, if he would have been there a little bit longer, maybe. Ooh, I didn't think about corner. Obviously, they're all going anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but we didn't finish scouting corner. That's what we messed up on. Ojulari is still there, though. And there he's gone. I think we're going to go for the tight end. Unless there's someone that's not supposed to be there, like we get a lucky slip. I think we're going for the tight end. All right, so we have a coverage guy, maybe. Cosme, that's a tough pass. Freiermuth. I mean, this team needs a tight end, but his tight end, is he good enough to take over some of the other options we have here? I don't know. We're going to take the tight end. We're going to take him. 72 overall hidden, so automatic starter out the gate. A lot more athletic than I thought he was going to be. 79 catching. Very solid tight end. Can't go wrong. I think you trade up for Phillips, honestly. Do we make this trade? Like, they're not going to want this in real life, right? Let me look at how bad that is. Let's give him 2 fifths. That should make it at least somewhat fair, right? So we gave him 54. Was it I don't remember. We gave him a decent, 54, a 4th next, a 5th next, and a 5th this with a 26-year-old DT. They still probably lost that trade, but at least it's somewhat close. Now we have the decision to make. Do we want a corner, a pass rusher, or a tackle? Like, look at our pass rusher situation. Our best pass rusher is Houston, who's not going to be here after this season. Touré's 20. Nah, we got to go Phillips. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. We're going to go with Jalen Phillips. It was a tough decision, but Jalen Phillips, 74 overall, hidden development. Very good. I am actually really happy with that. He's a lot better than I remember. I mean, what do you mean, remember? We could go LeCount and put him at corner. Man, I wish we had more freaking scouting points. We're going to go Marco Wilson. Hope he's hidden. I knew it. I just had a feeling he wasn't going to be hidden on this class. A lot of classes have him as hidden. That was a sell. That's unfortunate. Let's go with Stevens, I guess. Jacoby, it's not even Jacoby anymore. It's Jacob Stevens, apparently. He's like being transitioned into the witness protection program. I'm going to go with Demetrius Robertson. 62 overall. Yeah, way worse than the one we had. So we kind of sold in the draft a little bit. Just a little bit. We got a couple of decent players, though. So, of course, Pat, I get some people that love seeing the devs early. I get some people that absolutely hate it. If the player is a starter, I don't see why we can't show the devs, because they're going to start anyway, so there's nothing. It doesn't matter, right? Like, it is what it is. Let's take a look at Phillips. Phillips star development trade as well. Should we put him at left end, actually? How late was Cosme, actually? Cosme, 68 overall. Yo, you guys sold. My guy was a bust. Yikes. Where did Fields? Oh, Justin Fields. He dropped quite a bit here. Wilson at there. Was Fields in like the 2nd round? Mac Jones, what dev is he? Normal. Interesting. Is Fields like a 3rd round quarterback here? 3rd round quarterback to the Falcons. Normal dev. I feel like Fields should be a star. I could see Mac Jones being normal, though, if you compare it to Madden wise. Trey Lance is hidden. We're kind of cheating here, by the way. But in Madden, you do see like a lot of normal devs, which is really rough. Can you check Terry? Ah, crap, I missed it. What does look at by age at wide receiver? Terry's got to be somewhere in here. How old was Terry? Is he? Oh, there he is, 22. So 94 speed, like you said. Normal development. Not a bad player at all, but once again, I'm pretty sure in real life he's projected in the first 2.5, maybe 3 rounds. So obviously, once we got to that 4th round, it would have been unrealistic to take him. Let us go into our first actual season. That's how long this took. I have no idea the number, but it had to be at least an hour flat, which is brutal. This is what the team looks like for the first actual season. Of course, Chris Godwin, a superstar number 1 wide receiver. Jonathan Taylor, literally a superstar number 1 running back. Lots and lots of potential for him. Carson Wentz, 77 overall. I think this will be one of those rebuilds where we fluctuate him based on performance. So if he plays really well, we'll dev him up and we'll give him higher overall. If he plays really badly, we'll drop his dev, we'll drop his overall. It's really the only way to do it because honestly, you know, he went from what, like a 90 superstar to a 72 overall star in 1 year. they could reverse that. We can't. You know, we can't reverse that if he actually deserves it. Pittman, 23 years old, wearing 17. We're going to switch this because we've had these reports that apparently Carson Wentz is keeping some other number where Pittman's keeping number 11. Tight end's looking good. Obviously, Valdir at left tackle. We need a new left tackle, simply put. As far as defense goes, need a new middle linebacker. Safeties, I think, are fine. We need at least one, maybe two corners. We need a right end. But really, the defense has a lot of potential. Surprisingly enough, the Colts, their defense is where they're set. Oh, Julian Blackmon. We may have called Julian Blackson. No, I don't remember what I called him, but Blackmon, 20k XP and star dev. All right, so Darius Leonard, I mean, he's obviously worth it, right? You got to pay him that. That is so massive. So massive, but really? Really? Financial side of it? Really? Sweet, man. Let's go with a 7-year for Quentin. Obviously makes sense. Top tier lineman in the league. You don't let those guys go. Britton Smith, that's a 6-year deal. You got to keep the O-line intact. This is like a Dallas situation, isn't it? Hines, 4-year, 20. I think that's worth it. That's worth it for a versatile guy like him. And as far as contractually, we're pretty set. Glowinski, I think you let him go. Honestly, I think you let him go. So yeah, we just got to get Darius now. He wants a little bit more. It's not crazy more, but it's still more at the end of the day, which is disappointing. Okay, so Darius Leonard gets a 6-year 122. Yikes. Or we did win, but we missed the playoffs anyways, unfortunately, which put us as the last team in the division. That is just impressive. That's impressive stuff. Regular season, we had a nice little winning streak at the end. Unfortunately, we just built ourselves too much of a hole there. Let's go to the stats. Carson Wentz, 4,088 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Obviously played like all of their downs. Jonathan Taylor was all right. Well, he hit 1,000 on the nose, which is not easy to do. Or just a little over 1,000. 4.0 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns. Pittman, 1,162 with 8 touchdowns. That should be superstar. I can't tell, though. Godwin, not bad. Freiermuth for a rookie, not bad as a tight end as well. Defensively, Buckner at 9.5. Houston at 6.5. Houston was not worth it. Phillips did basically nothing. Pick totals, Joe Hayden was okay, but he was injured, so probably not going to get a contract. Rodrigo Blankenship. Yikes-and-ship. I don't know what that means. Deshaun Watson stayed with the Texans, and he became an MVP of the league. So, I mean, that's got to be some sort of slight win, right? Awards, yeah, if it wasn't going to be O-Lineman of the Year, we just weren't going to get it, unfortunately. And, yep, there it is. Chiefs versus Saints. Chiefs in it again, back-to-back. And they lose back-to-back. 84 overall still, so we're looking okay. Looking at the dev-ups, unfortunately, man, no dev-up for Pittman. Wentz, I don't think he was good enough for Superstar, quite literally. As far as overall goes, yeah, I mean, I think he's fair right where he is. Defensively, dev-ups for Bobby Okereke and Justin Houston. Justin Houston can actually extend his career here if he wants. The question is, do we want? I mean, that's funny, man. Great words. I don't know. Phillips, he didn't play well, but he's obviously going to be one of the defensive linemen for the future. I mean, you replace right end, you replace middle linebacker. There's really not much more you could do for the defense. I guess a corner, actually, because Rocky Sin's not going to dev up well. The team's in a good spot. We just gotta draft one or two more pieces or find a value free agent pick. Justin Houston, man, he was okay, and he got a dev up. I just don't think I want to pay the money on him. I just don't. Mark Lewinsky, I think we can get someone for like 11 mil that'll be more valuable. So we're gonna let these guys go. All righty there, matey. I really want a corner. Here. But Jair's, I think, too expensive. Deron Payne would be nice too, but that's too much. There are some nice names here in free agency. And some names you don't see often. So, I don't know. It's kind of iffy, man. Do I like that? 2-year 25.4. That's totally fair. But is J.J. Watt a bigger difference maker than Jair Alexander? Yikes. Okay, so we get Charles Leno. I think it was like a 1-year 5 or a 1-year 6. Definitely a win because we needed a tackle. But we also need a guard now. We offered on J.J. Watt, but he did not accept. So this is a question because I don't want to argue, bid war for him, and clearly no one else does. So I'm giving him the majority of his contract guaranteed. Did we just... Wait, hold up. Did we just drop value on him? I swear we had a 56 Also, why does he look like Frankenstein? That's strange. The Eagles are likely going to get a first-round pick. It's going to be a little bit worse than 17, but yeah, I think realistically the Eagles are going to end up with that first-round pick from the Colts, sad as it is for the Colts. Obviously, an injury can happen, and Wentz has the track record for it, but I don't know. I just think something's got to give with him, right? Like, we don't need a running back that bad. I don't even know why I'm scouting it like that. Hey, there we go. We get J.J. Watt on the squad. We get Winters as the backup guard for 1 year. And then we get Edmonds, who we think we are starting at middle linebacker. We do not have much going for ourselves. I do believe in Theo Frost. Theo Frost would be one of my top-tier picks here, so definitely going to have him high enough. We could still use a pass rusher. It's all speculation at this point. I think you got to trade down, right? Mid-third. I think we're going to risk the DT. I don't know. I feel good about him. Tyler Cullen. I feel good about it. Yes, it's a live video, so you argue with me about it being legit. Kill my salad with too much dressing. Let's move on to our next pick. I think everything we have is in the 4th round or later. I just want to make sure we get that tackle. Pretty much it. But we can't really trade down anyways. Early 5th, that could be late 3rd usually. I'm just going to take him. Theo Frost. Okay, it's a good pick in theory, and as far as Madden concerns goes, that's a very good pick. 6'8", monster, 21 years old. Solid player, but unfortunately, with 95% of the linemen in the draft, maybe higher, unfortunately, he is normal, so these things happen. Javier fast. Yeah, he is fast. We'll have to take a look at him, but unfortunately, we just don't need a safety. Like, we have 3 good ones at this point. Like, we have, who do we have? We have Blackman, obviously, starting strong safety. Kari Willis will probably trade, and then Marcus, we paid a decent bit, so I mean, that guy just has nowhere to play other than corner. You make a good point. Let's go to the Dolphins. Let's take that safety. I don't know what his man coverage is going to be. If he's hidden, though, he could play corner. We need a corner. We didn't get a corner. Corner. That's the name of this one. I'll give him a 3rd round straight up. We don't know how good we're going to be. If that's mid-3rd, that's worth the trade for them. They have another 4th here, so why not? And they take it, so risking our 3rd next year, let's take this safety. I think there's a chance he could be like a 72 overall hidden. Javier Addison. 71 hidden, so it works out. He can't play corner, though. Can we move one of the corners we currently have, or one of the safeties we currently have at corner? Dylan Durant. I'm going to go Dylan Durant. I believe in him. Not a bad pick. 71 overall. Oh, yeah, he's a very good developable piece, but for us, he still will be number 3. He'll be number 3 for us. 91 is good for a safety. It's good for a safety, but for 4.43, it's not great. And unfortunately, the tackle's gone. We're still going to take best available for us. Jack Mobley. Interesting hybrid pick. Not worth it, though. Interesting draft. Tyler Cullen, DT. If he's superstar or better, I think we're going to be trading Stewart this season. And he is super. That is a steal. 2nd round superstar DT. That is an absolute W. What number, though? I think like 90s, and like a good DT's 90s, average maybe run stopper DT maybe in the 70s, but that's still kind of ugh to me. So Javier Addison probably going to be staying at safety, and then one of the safeties you currently have is going to play at corner. So Mr. Javier Addison, number 20, number 25. These numbers suck. I'll just go 41, whatever. And that was the last hidden, right? I believe that was the last hidden. Is there anyone we missed? I don't think so, right? So we trade Stewart and for 69. Do not want Vitae in the slightest, but it was able to clear up some cap, so there we go. I'll tell you what, with my brain leaking out with pain today, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to get some aspirin. Drugs. So Bobby Okereke. That's a little pricey. What the wait. Rocky Sin, that's not a bad contract. We're going to knock that out right now. Man, Bobby. Bobby. Maybe, actually, we should move Bobby to middle. I don't think it's going to change his contract, but I think Bobby's built a little bit better for middle linebacker than Terrell. Terrell needs to be moving around the field as fast as possible, whereas there's just too much... it does change his contract. There's just too much... what is that called? Responsibility for someone like Terrell Edmonds to drop from safety to middle linebacker. Yeah, Bobby Okereke, this is more realistic anyway. So a 6-year, like $50 million deal rather than like a 4-year. Okay, I guess not. Rather than like a 4-year 75. That just doesn't make sense for an 84 overall to be paid that. It's just because outside linebackers are viewed as pass rushers in Madden, so their money is like pass rusher money. I like the bone. Okay, so he wants a salary. In the long run, it would save us to get his contract. Yo! Stop it! Come on, man. Oh, this is a tough matchup to go to the playoffs. We lose to the Steelers, but it doesn't matter. We still hold the division title at 10-6. We may have had a bye week, though, if we would have won against the Steelers. Unlikely, but maybe. Really good finish of the season. Absolutely proud of these fellas. Of course, let's take a look at Carson Wentz. Is he back on top? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good season. I mean, if the Colts can get these kind of seasons out of Carson, well, specifically that latest one, I think they'll be happy with their trade. I definitely think so. So, Jonathan Taylor, a little bit better than last year as well. Pittman, superstar. That's got to be superstar. Godwin, really solid. Freiermuth, though, yikes season. Durant wasn't bad. O-line, tackles were really bad, which is hilarious from the right tackle spot. Sack totals, Phillips with 11.5. I like it. Not a bad season at all, man. Not bad at all. Could it be? Could it be the Super Bowl Colts? The Super Bowl winning Colts? Probably not, but definitely a step in the right direction at the very least. Any award wins at all? I don't think so. Pittman, best wide receiver. O-line, left guard, Mr. Quentin Nelson. And that's pretty much it. Not bad. We made the playoffs. Let's go. All right, going against the rival Jacksonville Jaguars. We're an 88 overall. They're an 84. Sim is as random as they get, so I don't know what to think. We'll see. As far as this game goes, I just want to see one win. Obviously, I would love to see us win it all because, you know, rebuilds are so 50-50. To win it all is already a challenge enough the way it is, but going against EA's sim logic, it's basically the worst and hardest thing to do ever. As right now, it's a very, very close game, and I am scared. What happened? They get the ball at the 3. Just don't score a touchdown here. Overtime, they get the ball first, I believe. This is not a good look for these Colts. This is not a good look, and the Jaguars win. We couldn't even win once. That sucks, dude. Trevor Lawrence wearing number 5 is a little bit of an Ikes. A Mike and Ikes. Wentz kind of sold, but I suppose he didn't throw a bunch of picks. Yeah, offense just wasn't good. Defense seems to have been giving up a lot of third down conversions, it would appear. As far as interceptions go, Julian Blackmon at corner got a pick. We just weren't good enough, simply put. I mean, I feel like we are getting close, right? 10-6. Put up a decent performance against Trevor Lawrence. You know, anytime you have Trevor Lawrence in sim, it's literally like the hardest person to beat ever. It's like the hardest team to beat ever when he's in there. I just hope Pittman gets a superstar, really. And like we can see, the Jaguars are in the Super Bowl against the Eagles, really. And the Jaguars win. I don't even know who I would rather have win in this situation. I really don't. I really don't. And Pittman goes up to superstar. That's what I like to see. So 84 overall superstar, very close to 85 overall. Gets recuperation, which just, I mean, that doesn't really make any sense. Deep in elite, I think I've seen a lot from him doing in deep ins. Carson Wentz did not go to superstar. I don't know. I think he deserves superstar, right? We said this was what we were going to do for this rebuild because it's supposed to be the Carson Wentz rebuild, and so far, it really hasn't felt like he's been the main focus. So I kind of want to change that a little bit by actually upgrading him based on performance. That's not a crazy upgrade. I think an 84 overall upgrade would be fair for him here. And the main upgrade being his awareness. So that's fair in my opinion. So 84 overall Carson Wentz back to superstar. I think that's fair, right? I think that would have proved his doubters wrong. And I wouldn't say the Eagles would be necessarily mad because they did just make the Super Bowl, but still. Looking at defensive upgrades, Terrell Edmonds does go up to star development, which is a nice little upgrade for him. Addison hopefully was playing starting strong safety for the whole season. I think he was. Cornerback definitely got to move on from Kenny Moore soon. Did not get that superstar like we've been hoping and praying for. But yeah, the team is still in a really good spot. I mean, looking at defense, there's nothing to replace outside of J.J. Watt, assuming we get Okereke back. J.J. Watt's like the guy you have to replace following this season. Just need a cornerback for the future. O-line, we'll definitely let go of Winters. We may have to let go of Charles Leno as well. But outside of that, I mean, this team is pretty good. We just gotta put it together somehow. Gotta win. Can I just offer like what he wants? Is that like good? 3 to 34? Pfft, what a little piece of crap. All right, Bobby Okereke, 16.1 tag. I mean, it doesn't work. It doesn't bother me. How much money do we have? We have enough to pay Charles. Charles didn't play that well. I don't know. I actually have no idea how you're supposed to prioritize tackle in this game. Do you want a great tackle? Does it matter? Because typically they play poorly, but I'm not sure how it works. It's just really tough. We have about 13 mil to work with. Our draft picks aren't absolutely outstanding and astonishingly good. I don't know how much Carson's making either. Wentz 25. I mean, that's pretty modest numbers, right, for a starting caliber quarterback. Charles, we're about to let go. I mean, we're not really paying anyone, so I don't know. I think we're just kind of at our peak. We just have to hope these rookies just start doing well. 13 mil, 85 overall, so we have taken a bit of a drop-off without a doubt, but that is also probably because we don't have a guard, really. We just get like an 80 overall guard will be set. Defensively, any starting positions missing? I don't think so, right? So, corner, O-line, maybe a pass rush, or that's pretty much it. There's not really much more to it. Let's see if we can get a tackle. Kareem Hunt, no real crazy names so far to my knowledge, right? Looks pretty relaxed. Maybe we can get, I doubt we can, but maybe we get the tackle back. Probably not. Charles Leno is a Charger. Costanzo's apparently lied to us, and he wants to play all along. We might have to start our rookie. I don't know. Roger Saffold could be worth it. He wants 5 mil. That's not bad for us. I think Saffold would be worth the signing, wouldn't he? 87 overall, or 78 overall, 87 points. It's not bad. D-line, I think, is fine. Could use a backup, like tackle or something. So Saffold gets a re-signing, or not a re-signing, a signing, and then Amadi gets a signing. So Saffold, obviously a huge win. He'll be playing starting guard for us, and then Amadi's just backup. Anthony Jennings and Deontay Thompson have joined the squad. But there is another guy that looks really good too. There's a lot of different pass rushers, but once again, when someone looks like a Chase Young clone, that's who you go for. 79 overall cornerback to the Vikings. That is a win and a half. I'm glad we're not in their division because I would feel like we made a mistake. Brandon Edwards and Good may have been the guy, which would not be good. So we do have two guys here. We have this guy who looks really good too because he's like a DT hybrid. I mean, I don't know which one. They're both mids, right? We need a proper edge. Kenny Donald looks too good not to grab. Let's grab him. 74 overall normal. I mean, we could be seeing something like that from one of the other guys as well. This is a very good pick. Just no development, unfortunately. Let's go to the next round, and if that pass rusher is there, we're going to take both because that is kind of the biggest need when you consider... Oh, wow, he's gone. When you consider the lack of talent elsewhere. Like, there's just... Like, you look at what's here, and there's just nothing that helps us. No corners. O-line is weak as hell in this. It's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of the situation. Oh, this is so brutal. Like, we lost two good pass rushers. I guarantee that one guy is going to be exactly the same. All right, we give him 55, 114, 448. We give him a wide receiver as well, but I don't know if they would have valued that guy that much anyways. I suppose we're going to be taking Mr. Man... Do we take Manu Santos? Peralta? We're going for the combine skipper. Courtney Richards, 72 overall. He's a good tight end, but man, that was not a good pick. This draft sucked, dude. This draft was just trash. Like, what can I tell you? It was just not good. I think Kovacs is too good not to take, and he sucks. Well, he doesn't suck. He's an okay user, but man, this draft sucks a ton, dude. This draft was not good for us. It was one of the worst drafts we've had in a while, and easily the worst of the entire rebuild, which is unfortunate because like we were pretty much one draft or one good draft class away. Let's go Richard Mahan. Or Mahan? I don't know, dude. Whatever. Not bad, but... Let's go to the 6th round. Yeah, that pass rusher wasn't very good. We slapped him on the list. Yeah, it wasn't really worth it. Pass him up. I want to see the pass rushers we missed, though. That's going to be the sad one to see. Tackle 4th. They're at 23. Even if they're good, it doesn't matter. Take the kicker, screw 67 overall Paul Barkley, not very good. And then a 7th round punter, which, you know, obviously isn't crazy. 6th round kicker is not crazy. 7th round punter is not crazy. Mr. Cameron Griffin, not good. Man, special teamers suck, too. We didn't land a single freaking hit in, I think it was 19 and 20, actually. So Timmy Murray, okay, I guess he was not a Chase Young clone. He looks very similar in build and all that, but he was not. It was not 20. Was it Jamal Good, actually? Well, I don't know who it was, but neither of these guys were that great. Was it Kenny Donald? No, that was who we took. Yeah, the draft was just bad. I mean, maybe should have just traded down. I'm trying to think if there was anyone else. I don't think there was. All right, we're back to an 88 overall for the start of Season 3. Carson Wentz gets an upgrade point. Pittman has an upgrade point. We may have to pay Pittman this season, which would be kind of brutal, right? I don't know how many players we can actually afford here. As far as the rest of the offensive players go, pretty good. Obviously, we're scrambling with his offensive line in this last draft we had. Definitely did not help the longevity of this team in the slightest. But we're still going to grind. We're still going to keep on keeping on as, yeah, I mean, the defense, cornerback is the main look. Pass rusher, we got Donald, who's decent. I don't know, man. He's normal, but I suppose getting higher than normal is actually kind of tough the way it is. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm happy with the squad. Last season, I felt like we could have maybe won the Super Bowl, but this season, maybe we can. Crazy. Cameron Batson, yeah, he was pretty sick. I remember we had Scotty Miller going as well with that, like, 1-year Bucks franchise before the salary cap was reset. It's a breakout, right? Jonathan Taylor needs a contract, too. Oof. I don't know. I feel like we're going to have a lot of cap space, though, so I think we'll be fine. Let's get these contracts done right away, though, because even though running backs get paid next to nothing, especially in Madden, Jonathan Taylor is still about 10 mil per probably, so, kind of get that done before it gets any higher. So Jonathan Taylor, 5-year 31. We have a decent look at money. I think Jonathan Taylor is a long-time starter, 7 years. J.J. Watt, if he's still around, maybe we'll think about it. Pittman, that's a fair contract. Kenny Moore, I think we'll give him that. We did not pay Bobby. He wants a 3-year. We'll do that. Julian, we'll give him that. And yeah, we can afford everyone easily. Bobby, that is a 4-year deal. I don't want to go any higher than a 4-year. And Julian Blackman, give him a 5-year deal. So yeah, we're in a good spot. 27 mil to work with. Of course, need a new guard, need a new left end, potentially need a new corner. So about 15 to 20 mil to work with, and we need 2 positions. It's not bad. But this could be the sweet spot year because obviously we do have... Yeah, I figured he wouldn't get it. I think he needs 200 yards receiving or 4 touchdowns. We obviously didn't get the touchdowns. But yeah, losing J.J. Watt is a huge drop-off in talent. So I would say this is the sweet spot. We'll see. Kenny Moore, I mean, I'll give him the deal now before it gets even worse. All right, here it is. The last season with J.J. Watt. Of course, we lose this freaking game, which loses us the division. I don't know if that matters, but here we are. Assistant GM talking about the morale boost that we're going to get because we punched our ticket. Show you guys the season. We start off really, I mean, it was kind of like a good start, a little shaky, really good midseason. Then we just went really rough. I lost 3 of the last 5 or 6 there. Inconsistent finish, which is great heading into the freaking playoffs. Carson Wentz, that is definitely dev down worthy once we get to the Super Bowl. Jonathan Taylor, slightly better season, but the touchdowns are still lacking. Pittman, no X factor. Godwin, maybe. Durant and Freiermuth kind of average because, they're the number 3 and 4 guys. O-line was actually really good with not Saffold. It was the other guy. What the hell is Charles Leno? The tackles both gave up like 10 and 11. This time way less. Edmonds could go to superstar. Sacks, Buckner was great. I suppose Watt wasn't that great for us. He's actually one of the worst sack guys, especially considering he's the number 2 guy or number 1 guy on the edge and in general, like the second best guy on the defensive line. So yeah, I mean, pretty average season as far as a playoff season goes. Dak Prescott at MVP. Any award wins? I mean, I can't really, once again, it's probably just O-line, right? Yeah, O-line at number 2. Buckner number 2, really? That's pretty tough to beat. 16 sacks from a DT. All right, here we are going up against the Raiders. We're at 91 overall. Obviously, a bit of morale there. They're at 88, so anything can happen. But once again, we appear to be the best of the 2 teams, and we'll probably lose. As you can see here, we are not having a good start against the Raiders, who have 16 points up against us now. Literally can do nothing. There we go. Okay. Relax. Offense got to do something here, though. Defense is trying its best. Offense, I'm coming in. In this situation, I think you go for it, right? I mean, if you believe in your defense, regardless, you believe that they're not going to give up a touchdown. And Pittman holds on. I really thought because we did not go with the possession catch, we were not going to get that. Should have went with the possessioner there. Don't send you to Vegas. You lose it all. Lose it all on black. or red. I don't know. Depends on what kind of hookers you like. So, of course, the Colts going to give the Raiders a very likely chance to come back, and they did not do it. So, 4th and 10, it made all the difference as we convert, and the Colts do the rest. Oh, we went right into this. Rookie George Kearney, not playing much worse than Wentz. Got to love that. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns. Yards per carry wasn't great, though. Dylan Durant was the best wide receiver on the team this game. Surprising. J.J. Watt with a pick, though. Nice. Buckner with a sack. Crosby and Kwiatkowski with a sack. And their guy missed an extra point. I don't know how much that would have mattered. Maybe a little bit. I'm not sure. Did you have fun in your No! I didn't even play. It took me like 2 minutes. All right, headed to the divisional round. The Raiders really weren't that tough of a team. The Ravens, though, that's a team I do not have a lot of faith in beating. They're only an 89 overall, but they got Aaron Jones. Oh, that rush attack should be OP. Come on, we got to get an early start. Last game, we left it way too late, and we were just lucky the Raiders don't have the firepower. The Ravens obviously do, so. And here we go. Nice little drive, and we score a touchdown. That was very good clock management. Up by 11. Defense is doing well here. Oh, that is a sell. We had an opportunity to probably put them away there, and we just don't do it. Offense sells beyond belief. I pick on defense. Offense sucks. Is this offense for real, my guy? I'm coming in. This is a joke, dude. How is the offense this freaking bad? I mean, our defense is sick. The Ravens obviously have a decent bit of holes. You can't hit that. That is a tough throw, and Wentz delivers. Oh, my. That is beautiful stuff. That is a dagger for the win, right? Man, I ain't gonna lie. Moving our franchise to next gen was such a bad decision. It makes it tough, but the gameplay is just so bad in next gen. Like, if I try that on next gen, I'm just going to take some weird sack, or I'm just going to slide out of position or something. It's just so bad. Oh, man. What a throw by Carson. Jaguars just made the Super Bowl and won it, I believe, last season. And here they are going up against us. They're at home, but they are 5 overalls less than us. All right, going up against Trevor Lawrence. I remember last time we played the Jags, it was close for a while, and then the second half, they just blew past us. So it'd be nice to build up a bit of a lead, but of course, that does not look like it's going to happen. We miss an extra point. Please do not do that. Down by 1. This is a tough matchup, dude. I'll give it to our guys for keeping up. Not bad. This is a close game. I love it. Win or lose, I can't be mad with this. This is really good. Did we get a stop? I think we forced a fumble. Carson runs it like a madman. Only up by 6, though. Defense trying its best. The offense holds on to possession. They win. 3rd and 4, of course, we run the ball for -3. The Jaguars throw a pick. The defense deserves some sort of medal. Oh, my. That's insane. Oh, my Lord. That defense went ham. I know they gave up 35 points, but defense went off. 3 forced interceptions on Trevor Lawrence and that God squad, apparently. Carson Wentz wasn't much better, but he was technically better. Oh, no, he was definitely much better because he put up... oh, no, he wasn't. They were pretty similar, actually. We did a lot of rushing touchdowns, so can't really blame the lacking of touchdowns on Wentz that much. Sack totals, they did way better than us. Javier Addison. My dude. 2 interceptions. A former safety, Edmonds, gets a pick. Extra point missed by Blankenship. Thankfully, it didn't come into factor, but if they got a touchdown, they would have won by 1. That would have been unfortunate, man. I mean, you know how hard it is to win a freaking rebuild? Like, to get to the Super Bowl and win it in Madden Sim? Like, in past Maddens, you would be 20 overalls higher than your opposing team, and you would still lose those games. It is honestly tougher to win a Madden rebuild Super Bowl than it is in real life. I will stand by that till the end of time. As we're about to lose to an 8-8, 85 overall Seattle Seahawks team. Just watch. Going to the end of the game. Come on, Colts. Oh, come on. Down 14-0 against an 8. Come on, EA Sim. Bruh. Look at this shit game. 49-0. Nah, dude. Nah. This game is garbage. It's so garbage. You aren't 8-8 and putting up 49 points to 0 in a half. Yeah, it's just like, an 8-8 Seattle team's just going to do the physically impossible. We were just talking about how trash this game was, and that's the sim we get with the superior team. Russell Wilson, okay, good quarterback, 96. Chris Carson, very good running back. DK Metcalf's sick, so is Lockett. Very good receivers. I'll give it to them. Their offense looks very good. O-line, pretty rough. I feel like our pass rush probably gets to them a few times. Their D-line, though, that's very average. This O-line's pushing them all around. You control the game with the ground, with the ground attack for our team, obviously. Their linebackers, pretty mediocre. Corners, they got one good one. You could abuse the rest, obviously. Rough street free safety. Strong safety's decent. I mean, it's like, at best, 31-17, maybe. 49-0 at half. 49-0 at half, EA says. Really? That's how you feel? And they still feel that way, kinda. Come on, man. I just want a realistic sim. They're an 8-8 team. Hello? Oh, I missed. Like, look at this, dude. We're guessing inside. We're crashing the entire team on an 80 overall line. An 80 overall line, and we're getting destroyed. This is their offensive line. Look at this line. 80, 80, 78, 79, 73. Going up against our 91, 86, 98, 85, 94, 87, 84. Like, what a joke, dude. Actual trash, dude. Just give us one throw. All I want is one. Obviously, it's not going to matter because they're going to be up. Look at these coons. I'm just going to sim the game naturally, and whatever happens, happens, honestly. I'll play another season whether we win the sim or not. 78, like all 8. Like, if you average that line out, it'd be maybe a 77, 78 overall. And our sick D-line is getting crapped on a run commit. We're going to lose in sim anyways. Yep, we lose in sim. At least it was closer, though. I'll take a closer sim loss. This is what our roster looks like after that season. Of course, Carson Wentz, we are going to be dropping down a little bit because he did not play that well in the regular season. He was a little bit better in the postseason, but not by much. So, star development for Carson, he's an 86. I'd say 82 probably after that season. Throw power, we'll drop that by 1. Actually, we'll keep throw power up there because he'll probably regress on his own. Throw on the run, 83 overall. Let's drop that a little bit more. That should be good. All right, so J.J. Watt is 89 overall, 14 mil. We cannot afford him. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to let him go. So, I mean, we're not in the worst spot ever, but we can't add anyone else. So, we're actually going to have to draft someone good for once. A negative 145 mil. I like it. Julio Jones is a free agent. Oh, that'd be fun, but obviously can't pull that off. Yeah, we broke. We can't. We're done. We really can't afford anyone, though. DeAndre Swift, best of luck to you. He is so bad in sim. It's unbelievable. All right, the only guy we offered on, Solomon Kindley. Once again, we've been over this. This is like the last window for the team. So I think this might be the final season of the rebuild because, honestly, it's only going to get worse from here. The best case scenario for this team is to really let go of Ryan Kelly after this next season, which once again would make us in a bad spot. You have to re-sign Carson Wentz. Do you want to? I think this is the last season for the window, honestly. I really do, as once again, you probably have other players like Pat Freiermuth. I believe you have to pay this season, so that's like another 8+ mil gone. We have no cap space. Terrell Edmonds goes to superstar. Great news. We lost JJ, so that's already a huge loss there. Kenny Moore, final season, but he's regressed, so this has got to be the window. We have to pay Phillips, I would imagine, as well, so there's going to be more players gone than we're going to be able to keep. I thought it said Angry Bird. I kid you not. I thought that said Angry Bird. I was like, EA's just trolling at this point. Oh, well, we're going to reach Pat Flynn it is. Of course, 70 overall normal. Damn, dude. All right, Clint Jordan, middle linebacker, 72 overall normal. Definitely a good pick for a user. Really good pick for a user, actually, but for us, kind of a meh pick. I'm just disappointed, man. This draft is rebuild's gone down the hole. Wide receiver John Harrison, 68 overall normal. That's like Michael Pittman, but worse. As far as a running back goes, probably don't need one, so I'm going to go with Matt Spikes. 68 overall normal, 95 oh wow. The speed was the worst one out of all of them. Not a bad player, but for a slot receiver, you'd like to see one of those agility or excel switched for the speed. 65 overall normal fullback. We drafted nothing but pretty much busts, right? I can't even remember who the hell we drafted. That's how non-memorable they are. The tackle, in theory, did look pretty good in the draft, but it's the way Madden is. I mean, as far as, like, you know, the speed and all that, the secondary attributes go with the strength and all that, and his size and age, it's good. But you can't dev these guys, so it's kind of a waste. This team's going into rebuild mode soon already. Center, Van Buren. We knew he was going to be very good. He was on our list, of course. Went way sooner than we thought he was going to. Of course, early second. We thought maybe pick 2 or 3, but instead he goes way higher. Bruh! This man said, forget your superstar. I'm an X Factor. Are you serious? Right, 91 overall. The team is set. The final season is among us. That's, I mean, 91 overall. That's the peak. 91 overall. I kind of want to see how that compares to the rest of the league, though. Like, I just want to see. 87, 85, 85, 85, 83, 89, 84, 86, 85, 84, 82, 85, 87, 84, 85, 85, 83, 88, 88, 84, 86, 87, 81. So, a couple of 88s. Everyone's pretty much on average 84 or 85. So, we're the best team. We're the best freaking team, and it don't matter. It sucks. Buckner, 2-year 20, 2-year 40. Oh, we have a lot of money, actually. That's because we have to pay Wentz and this and that and this guy. Phillips has been okay. I think a 4-year deal makes sense for him. Buckner, really? Buckner's been the best guy on the team for pass rush, so he's got to get a contract for a 2-year 39.6 for Fryer. That's not a bad contract. 2-year 40 for Buckner. That's a lot of money, but it's good enough. Kenny Moore is going to be gone. Carson Wentz, I mean, that's just a 50-50. So apparently we do have money. We actually do have a little bit of money, but obviously we lost a lot of our talent anyways. Ryan Kelly, you maybe give a 1-year tag to, but that's also someone you might be giving the tag to Wentz instead. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's kind of rough. The winner of this one goes to the playoffs, most likely, and we win. Did the Texans actually get knocked out from losing? Did they? Wow. Talk about clutching up. 6 seed at 10-6. Absolutely insane. That is a clutch win to not only knock out your division rivals, but to actually make it to the playoffs because of it. That's absolutely insane. As far as passing goes, 44-94, 37 touchdowns, 13 picks. So that's a tag that will be superstar dev. Jonathan Taylor could go to X Factor, actually. Receiving Pittman, meh. Godwin could actually go to X Factor this time instead of his many breakout fails. O-line was kind of average. Sack totals, 10 sacks, 7 sacks for Buck, 6.5 for Tyler Cullen, 5.5 for Okereke. Pick totals, I mean, that's probably, ironically enough, the best pick totals we've had all rebuild. So, I mean, some sort of win, I guess. We'll take some sort of consolation prize. As far as the MVP goes, obviously not going to be us, but Wentz at number 8. He's at least on the list, recognized for his talents. Jordan didn't really even play. I got number 2 almost. Won the damn thing. Taylor best second best running back. Should be X Factor like we said. I mean, we're on the list for a couple of awards. Who knows? Maybe we do make the Super Bowl and win it. I wouldn't expect it. Wouldn't put money on it. But there's a chance. There's a chance. So free agents, I mean, I don't think it really matters too much, but we'll just get that done anyways. Probably could have done running back, but I mean, we're set at running back for several seasons. Here it is, the Denver Broncos. 86 overall Denver Broncos. We're 93. Like I said, the highest before the season was like 88. At best, the highest besides us would be like a 90, 91. So, as always, the best team going, and we are playing in a snow game. Indianapolis should not be ready for it, but watch, because it's Madden Sim, when things don't make sense, that's when they happen. That's just the way it is. As we put up the first points of the game, Denver struggling to put up any points. Let's see, 7 all, 14-7. Yikes. Nice. 21-7, 21-10 anyways. 28-10. Like I said, I mean, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Okay, we hold on. I was about to say, when it doesn't make sense, that's when we win. Oh, my Lord. That's great. All right, so looking at the passing stats, Carson Wentz apparently is... What? Wait, I'm so confused. How is that worse? Wait, I'm so confused. Am I missing something? Was it maybe yards per attempt, actually? Average yards per attempt is lower, but I would assume that like that looks better for Zach Wilson. I don't even care. Rushing, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taylor obviously carried pretty nicely here. Pittman did really well as well. Defensively, sack totals 1 for Buck, 1 pick for Moore, 1 pick for Darius Williams. I didn't even think Darius would still be going. Isn't he like 28 at the start of this? He'd be like 31, 32 by now, right? I don't even know, but here we are going on the divisional round. This rebuild, man. I really hope we win it here because, like I said, this team is really on the decline. Carson Wentz has got to he's got to win a Super Bowl he's actually deserving of, right? The last one, he was kind of deserving. He got him there, did well. Foles just barely held on, but, you know, this would be full deserve Carson Wentz mode. Regular season was really solid. Postseason, not great, but if he wins it all, it's good enough, as Jacksonville will represent in the championship game again, dude. The Jaguars just don't go away. Not that it will. It might not even matter, as Baltimore's up 10-0 here. 10-7, Colts. 10-7 still. Oh, that's a bad. Yeah, you knew that was going to happen, how long it was taking them to score. Can we please put up some points? Last time we played them, the Ravens couldn't score. This time, we can't score. 7-point deficit. Oh, we got all the way down and didn't score. Punt. We can't move the ball one bit. There you go. Not even going to move the ball an inch. Like, not even a little movement. How? How can you not move the ball one sliver? Not even a yard? That's close. And Godwin hit markers it with a sniper rifle and can't do it. Carson Wentz is a salesman. 50% completion in this game. As that's going to be the rebuild. We lose to the Baltimore Ravens. Nice, dude. Nice. Carson Wentz is not the move, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the team, we definitely built a good enough team around Carson Wentz. The excuses were gone. Regular season was pretty good. Postseason, as through pretty much the entirety of this thing, Carson was just a full-on salesman, dude. But that's unfortunate. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's take a look at the Jaguars going to another Super Bowl, probably. Because that's what, yep, another Super Bowl for the Jaguars. And the Seahawks. Probably 8-8 Seahawks. Damn, dude. That's unfortunate. Sim had its way with us. They bent us over and took us right where they wanted us. It'd be what it be. As far as Carson Wentz, he does go to Superstar on his own. Oh, now he's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, maybe I'm not worth as much as I say I am. Oh, such a great offer. I'm glad to stay. Yeah, sure, dude. You're just happy to be around because we were going to get rid of you. Hopefully this was 2 of 2 for rebuilds on the day, and I hopefully didn't die and got that Eagles version of this up for you guys. Of course, that's going to be it for today. Maybe a little bit lighter on the schedule for videos tomorrow, maybe even the next day. Second channel PK Plays should have a video tonight, though. Zombies, most likely. Anyways, though, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, if you maybe want to like and subscribe, I would not be against it. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel PK Plays, like I mentioned, and then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, which is where we live stream this thing. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!